your home. So we do really, really well there. Um, my dream, the next location that if we were to open outside of Gauteng, will definitely be Western Cape. I think Western Cape is, I just think I like it too much as well. I want to spend more time there, and KZN. KZN is beautiful. But Lock Dog, what's up, brother? Could you ask a vehicle question? Could ask a vehicle question, Bobby. Ask me anything, brother. Ask me any vehicle question. You are more than welcome. That's why we're here. You're going to have me for an hour, and we'll process any questions that you have. 60 minutes for free. Let's go. Whatever you want to know. JP's not on today. I think JP is late. He's like always on. Mr. Japes. Ask me a question, brother. Must love Spaniels.
Let's take a little much love.
Must love Spaniels. What is your question, homie?
Okay, never mind.
What do I need to start selling cars? Dominic Stein, what do I need to start selling cars? You need to join our cadet program. I don't know if we've got space left, but our new, I saw how many people on the group, Als?
Yeah, there's like hundreds.
How many people are going to show up here?
Let's actually fact that.
How are we going to train 140 people? That's more than what already work here.
142.
142 people. Are all these people coming on the...
No.
Is that the applicants?
Yes. HR is sifting through them. They have to send...
You gave me anxiety.
You'll imagine.
140 people is like we can take over Krugersdorp with that many people. Baby.
Krugersdorp will be brave.
Yeah. Hope you're good. So how do I get into this industry? You should have entered the cadetship program. If you didn't, hopefully there's still some space. It's all over our socials. There's a process. You need to send a video, and then you will be judged like a beauty contest. So comb your hair. Comb your hair like mine. It must be very nicely combed, and you need to articulate yourself really well, and HR will then finalize the candidates for us to get introduced to them on Monday. So that new program starts Monday. Is it okay for a salesperson to cost me extra like sunroof and leather seats on second-hand car? Uncle Bob, is it okay for a salesperson to cost me? So I think your question is rather to charge me extra on the actual OTP. So the fact that your salesperson did not explain that part is a big fail on them. In order for them to get to the retail value, not the estimated retail value, which used to be in the books, the actual retail value, they have to stipulate the extras. So for example, I'll use the most common basic example. If a Golf GTI 7, for example, retails for 360, but it's a full spec car with lots of extras, and we're selling it to the consumer for 399, 900, then what we'll usually do is we'll go 350 retail, and the sunroof is 15, the LED lights are 15, the Bose sound is this much, or whatever other options it's got, but it has to go to the price of 399.9. The salesperson can't sell you the car at 399 and then add those extras on top of the price. That's just being scallop. So if I understood your question correctly, they justify on the OTP how they got to the price, but they're not allowed to charge you more than what the car was advertised for. No, don't agree to that. VW Touareg 3-litre hybrid 2022, good vehicle. Yes, love a Touareg. I love the drive of a Touareg. It's very soft. It's got a very unique drive. It's similar to a Range Rover, but for me even nicer, because it feels almost off-roady, but it's still stable. So as you cruise along, if it's got air suspension, the suspension lowers down and it becomes more stable. At lower speed, it rises, and then the car is a little bit softer and it's got a little bit more body roll just to make it more comfy. Very nice car. You must buy it. Hope you're good too. Jali, in your opinion, what's the most reliable car brand available in South Africa? Toyota. And Aussie, how are you guys? JP, welcome, brother. We missed you, man. I thought you weren't here. And then he blesses us with 50 of those go viral on the TikTok live. Thank you so much. Okay, solid. Stavos Spaniels. Okay, good. I'm glad you're happy with my answer. any other questions that you guys have, I am ready to process them. Even if you've had good, bad, ugly experience, please don't mention the dealership's name. That's my rule here on the live. If you want to unpack a bad experience, don't mention the dealership's name. I don't want to badmouth anybody. I'll give you advice on the scenario, on the situation that you present to me, and then we'll pick it up from there. Whatever you want to process.
So maybe you can process where people lose money without realizing it, and then bring in the Hirsch message from this morning.
People lose money without realizing it.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Okay, just got the number 1 gifter badge. Jelly tots and sour worms. Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate you, man. To open branch in Uganda. Brother, I've never even been to Uganda. So for now, no, I don't have any plans to open a branch in Uganda, but I'd love to visit your beautiful country one day. I'm trying to you follow because what? Toes. No. Toes, so if you're gonna fluke me and be ugly to me, I'd appreciate it if you get the spelling correct, brother. So we can all see you're a real dumbass because you can't even spell properly. No, you can leave him here. It's fine. Not a problem. Yeah, 100%. 100%. So the fact that you don't understand how grammar and spelling works, says a lot about, or rather more about you than it says about me. But I hope your day improves. Toes.
If eyes act like they do us a favor, why is that, Uncle Paul?
Who acts like they do us a favor?
No. If an eyes act like they're doing us a favor.
And if an eye acts like they're doing you a favor. Yeah. So one of the significant changes that we made in our business today is the flow euamorphy. Toes. I understand, man. Maybe you're having a bad day, or maybe it just, sometimes I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Maybe something about me doesn't align with you, but I seriously consider reading a book, brother, and just improving the spelling, or maybe use spell check on your phone. Uncle must start garage in Potchefstroom. Potchefstroom for Bucky's only. Uncle must start Bucky's, we can't get enough, man. You are correct. And Potch is actually a growing market for us. We are getting more and more customers coming in from Potch. But back to, no, I'm not, because you declined me. No, I'm not, because I declined you. Well, if we declined you when you were acting like somebody else to come into our company, that means our profiling is actually very good. So I'm very happy that we declined you, sir. I think I've had enough bad spelling. How do we block this young man? Maybe he can jump off TikTok and go and do something productive with his life. Okay, I blocked him. So this is awesome. Someone that uses profanity like this on a TikTok live was declined from entering our company. That means we need to high five HR. She saw
Might
the
be a problem.
Sorry?
That person might be a problem.
Yeah, that person is a problem, clearly. Can't spell. I don't mind the profanity, at least spell it correctly, dummy. Okay, oh man, we've got a lot of haters on tonight, eh? Jeez. Okay, let's block you as well. I think we need more. We need that t-shirt. So you're welcome to buy. Marcus, ek wag vir jou. Marcus, tonight I don't have an M6, but I've got a 650, my brother. It will be a good challenge. Good evening, Josh. Nice to see you. Jatua T2 thoughts. So we shot a T1 today. The T1 I drove back from the depot to the dealership, and Elsie drove it from the dealership to the depot. You liked it. What didn't you like about the car?
I accelerate nicely. My knees are nice as the XS then.
Okay, so that's a wrong comparison. So Elsie drove a T1 1.5 to the depot and a 5-liter X6 back to the dealership, so we can't really ask the opinion on between those two cars. The only thing I found strange is it's got like a flat spot before it starts going. So it's very weird. It's like a flat spot, then it starts going, then it's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe if you set it up in sports mode or some other mode and not eco, or I'm not sure what mode I was in. I was on my phone the whole time, but that's the only weird thing that I found. But otherwise, like, it feels like an expensive car. Uh, it feels like a it feels like a premium car. I don't know how to explain it. It feels very nice. The 2 liter should be better, I think, when it comes to accelerating. We're getting a bunch of T2s between tomorrow and next week, so we're getting a few nice different color ones. I'm trying to buy a matte black one because it looks like a real G car. But outside of the flat spot that I felt when pulling away, it's quite a cool car. We're going to do a proper review and test drive tomorrow, and just go highway, go fast, go slow, brake, and we'll do our own Top Gear review without having to say good, bad, or ugly things about the car. Just my truth, because it's not a sponsored car. We bought it. Swift Sport, brother, I wish I had a Swift Sport. If we had 30, we'll sell 30 today. I can't help you with a I can't help you with a Swift Sport, man. We're trying to buy them and we're not having luck lately. Okay, T2 in Luna Silver. So I think there's a Luna Silver. There's a black that's available, and I'm trying to buy a matte black one. So Elkin 163, if you don't mind, shoot me a WhatsApp. My number is in my so Elkin 163, if you don't mind, shoot me a WhatsApp. My number is in my username. Favor. Valid question. So I'm going to answer you this way, and hopefully it adds value to everybody. I'm watching a podcast on the founder of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. Okay, the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, 65,000 rooms, something crazy like that. Like they're everywhere. Almost in every country there's a Ritz-Carlton Hotel. And the founder is, I think, 82, 83 years old. He's an elderly man. His parents gave birth to him. His mom gave birth to him, because not both parents can, but his mom gave birth to him in Nazi Germany. So I think he was born 1932, something like that. So he already was a conscious child at the time that all those wars were going on and people are getting bombed and they're getting bombed. After about the age of 5 or 6, I think your conscience has the ability to remember. So he's got vivid memories of the war. Anyway, this old man goes and works for a hotel as a young man, dishwasher, goes to America, immigrates to America, and then works for the Hilton, works for all the big chains, and opens the Ritz Hotel Group. That's the only company that ever received a 5-star service award. You guys must Google the founder and the CEO of the Ritz Hotel. A 5-star award from the United States government. So Apple hasn't got one. Microsoft hasn't got one. No other company has ever received an award as prestigious as that from the US government to say, well done, this is a 5-star service award. And this person asks him, what's your secret? What's your secret? What's your secret? And I'm always trying to recreate myself every couple of months. Like, whatever mindset that I'm in today, I know will be okay for today, but it won't be okay for tomorrow. So what am I extracting from this interview that's of value that I can apply now? And this old man changed my life. And I saw the interview. Can we put links here? I don't think we can put links here. But for those of you that are on the customer training group, we can maybe share the link later and you can see the interview. But so the founder of the Ritz Hotel, best customer service in the world, says the following: you must never ever go to work and and just be a function. So he explains it this way. A chair is functional. So the reason why this chair is here, by the way, Elsie made
It's a cool chair.
No, I want to show the people. This is a gamer's chair, but she buys the low one, so I have to have a booster seat. I have to have a fucking booster seat at the studio to be able to look normal. So now everyone knows my secret's out. Thanks, Els.
And he doesn't touch the floor.
And my feet don't touch the floor on the booster chair, so that's also funny. But anyway, and I'm not scared to make jokes about myself. Who cares? But a chair has a function. Okay. A person in a company has to be appointed and guided and coached to have a purpose. So your answer, I'm going to give you this way. Sir Slow the First. Okay, cool name. Most F&Is see their position as a function. So if you jump in the F&I's head for 10 seconds, the average approval rate across our industry in South Africa is very, very, very low, 20%. 22, 23%, it varies. So call it 2 out of 10 apps are approved. Let's say that F&I processes 20 apps a day. Only 4 get approved. And if they've got a bad run, they've got 12 declines and an approval, and all of a sudden, that function that they're performing, not their purpose, but that function that they're performing boosts their ego. So now it feels like I've done you a favor to approve you because you are one of 13 that got declined. Okay, which is incorrect. Where what I'm going to drive my business with going forward is, what is our purpose? Our purpose is to get a customer application in and give you our best. If we don't get you approved, we need to get you information on why you're not approved and how you can mitigate that risk. For example, I've got a very, very good customer that's bought 3 cars back to back to back. This young man's business is exploding. He's in the Western Cape. He is a freaking rock star. I sent him a video and I said to him, brother, save this video. You will one day, I don't know how long it will take you, if God spares your life and you're alive for long enough, you will be a billionaire because your mindset is incredible. So he bought 3 commercial vehicles back to back to back, and he needs to buy stock, and he's bursting out of his seams. He has to open a new location, so it's renovations, it's managing cash flow, hiring new people, training those people, marketing, advertising, everything. So he says, Bobs, I got decline on validations. I said, calm down, here's why. So he maxed out his credit cards, like maxed them all out. His wife, every credit card, if they give you 56,000 Rand limit, it's on 56,000 Rand, zero available limit. And what's happened is over the last 3 months, by mistake, he skipped that one credit card payment. By mistake. I can see there's enough cash flow in his account. By mistake. So, sir, you are declined on validations. Here's how we mitigate your risk. You need to catch it up. Make sure that for the next 3 months, it goes off correctly. He said, Uncle Bob, I'm just going to close the credit card. I said, that's fine, but it won't solve the issue that we have right now. The next 3 months, there must be no rejected debit orders. There must be no SP marks on your name, and I'll get you another vehicle. But I need a vehicle now. I understand, brother. I can borrow you one. I don't mind. You're my guy. He says, okay, Uncle B, I'll make it work. But at least I now know what the issue is and why we failed validations. So the function of an F&I is to either give you a decline or an approved state. But the purpose of an F&I, so jumping out of a functional state into a purpose state, is to help you mitigate your risk. So, sir, ma'am, we have an issue. Here's the issue. Boom, 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 boom. Now, I can't tell you you have to do this, but I can give you an opinion. So based on historical data, we deal with hundreds of customers a day. Based on historical data, if we address your current situation this way and allow 90 days to pass with everything handled correctly, our probability of success drastically increases, and the chances are great that we'll approve you in 3 months if you follow these 3 steps. So, sir, I hope I didn't confuse you with my answer, but I think a little bit of storytelling will always add context as to why some FNIs have a functional brain versus a purposeful brain. That's my best answer I can give you. I'll be with you as I am. Al's roasted you. Okay, all right, no problem. She roasts me all the time, brother. Let's have a look at the new questions. Hello, Big Bobby. Yes, Esther Buddha. Thank you, Hendrik. Thank you very much. Makes sense, Archie. Appreciate you. Thanks, Archie. What else did we miss? Awesome assistance. Just say to Jessica, thanks for her awesome assistance. Lekker bakker. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Afternoon, boss. You still have a 340i BMW? No, we don't. Yes, we do. We've got a grey one. We do definitely have one, a grey one. We have a grey one. What can I get for 200k, Uncle Bob? Shoot me a WhatsApp. I'll send your number to the team and we'll send you options. We've got a few options. Can you still start selling cars in 2026 at the age of 18? And is it still beneficial? Undisputed. So the automotive industry has changed my life, the trajectory to my life, my family's life, and countless people around me. I have made, in my personal capacity, I've made 12 millionaires that have literally been close to me over the last 20 years, and 12 of them hit six-figure incomes and then became millionaires. So, but you have to do it right, and you have to be patient, and you have to take your time to understand the industry more than 2 layers down, know how to actually operate in this realm and add value. I'm looking for a sporty car that is not expensive, that is reliable, scared of a Focus ST. You can buy a Focus ST if it's a standard car. Buy a Fiesta ST, that's the best car. I'm a 24-year-old female, started working, credit score good. I want to get my first car, getting my first pay. Malome, congratulations. And I'd love to help you out. If you want to vote with your hard-earned money for us, shoot me a WhatsApp. I'll introduce you to our team and we'll assist you in getting your first car. The first car is the most awesome experience that you'll ever have. I wish you 10 Bugatti Chirons in the future and 100 Rolls Royces, but it will never be as good as your first car. So hopefully we have the opportunity to do that for you. Okay, Uncle Bob's, good evening. Okay, I'm all caught up. Hello, Uncle Bob's. I've got a 25 Corolla Cross GR Sport, 7,000 Ks, looking at a trade-in. Avinash Ramdan, send me a WhatsApp or trade it in. Done. Peter, are you in South Africa? Yes, sir. We are in beautiful, sunny South Africa, sir. Absolutely love your content. It's fucking amazing. Tsetso Peterson. Thank you for the compliment. That's a real South African compliment. I'll take that. Thank you. All right. Is there a chance for part of the sales team? Yes, there is. We're always looking for great talent. Always looking for great talent. One small farm in Karoo. Got a KB, go big to start farming. It must last, can get for 150. So Johnny, wind. Johnny Wine, that's the best bucket to buy for what your intention is. Definitely a go big 250, man, or a Mahindra. Definitely strong vehicles. Mahindra X today, the team bought a white one again. I love those little cars. We're gonna shoot it tomorrow else. It's somewhere at the depot. I love those cars. They are, Mahindra's like really trying. They really try. They've got Apple CarPlay, nice reverse camera. It's a cool car. Very nice. 7-seater family growing. And yeah, appreciate you, man. I'll definitely assist you with a 7-seater. Okay. Paula Bay. Cappuccinos with milk, so Iron Man requires you to have even more discipline, which I'm not going to be
eating the black coffee only, then I'm on a serious cut. Maar dit proe nie dieselfde nie. Got a Toyota Urus and Mini Cooper to sell. Albert, please shoot us a WhatsApp on my number and we'll definitely help you, sir. What's happening, young man? Are you wheeling? Let me check. Yes, you are. Good man. Remember, front tires on a motorbike are very shoomy. Who like it, Madly? Hope you are, my friend. Nice to have you here. What's your opinion on Citroen? What is it? Bianca Binky. So Citroen and Renault is like the VW in Europe. They are to Bulgaria overseas because they like going in summer. They bought a brand new Peugeot. So I phoned him, I said, Tops, remind you, why did you buy a new Peugeot? He says, why not? I said, Tops, you know about cars. Like, you should have at least phoned me. He says, no, I'm not phoning you. I'm a French car. The warranties are incredible, service plans. Every mechanic knows how to fix them. Parts are widely available. So that problem here with winter, snow and all the chemicals they use to clean the roads makes Toyota rust. So Toyota is actually rust in Europe. That's why they're not very nice car. You just have to, Bianca, you just have to really buy a bargain. Like legit, you need to milk that dealer to give you that car at cost. Because if you sell it within a year, you're going to take a big hiding. But I like them. They're very nice cars. I don't have negativity towards the French cars. When they get, can I come tomorrow for an interview? Promise I won't disappoint. The moment that I hear that, get a website. Send her a WhatsApp or a message with your CV. She'll ask you a couple of questions. If you pass that gatekeeper, then you can come. Here's the car. MK1 Golf. Golf was my first car. Hi Uncle Bobby, I wanted a vehicle finance but got turned down. Finance, can you make? Priyan, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. So Priyan, a business application is slightly more tricky. I'll give it a shot. The challenge comes in where consumers reach out and say, I've been everywhere, I'm declined, you my last hope. And then I say you minute 90. There's not much I can do. You should have put me in front so that I can set up the goals for the goal. Thanks, Charles. But if you put me at the last, if you've only been declined once, if you've been declined multiple times, I'm gonna be upfront and say wait 3 months and then come to me. There's a lot of buzz lately with the NCAP safety, this, that, the third thing. I like them. So far, we've been very blessed. We've sold hundreds of them.
We haven't really had any major issues with them outside of the fuel consumption. So that's one thing that you need to do your homework, not on the OEM's website where they claim this is the consumption that you receive with this car. Just go on the forums and chat to people that own them. They're slightly higher than what the claim is, but most car manufacturers are anyway. But I like them. They're not bad cars. My friend, sales manager from Planet Fitness. Okay, so Uncle Bobby, do you guys take for junior sales reps. Trainees for junior sales reps, yes. Mr. Barker, we've got a cadetship program that's launching on Monday. There's already 142 entries that we have to. How many are we going to cut down to, Els? Do you have any idea? What's HR's plan?
I think we are standing on 10 or 12 now.
12 so far that qualified from 142.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got 12 that made the cut from 142 that I will meet on Monday. So there's still time. There's still time. So A1, Donas, why I love working with personal trainers is because they have discipline. So it's very hard to teach discipline. It's not impossible, but it's very hard. And if a guy is in good shape, I can work with you because I understand that it takes a process, it takes a plan, a strategy, how you eat, how you exercise, how you sleep. All those factors equal a healthy body. So a personal trainer at Planet Fitness, if he's coachable and he allows me to challenge him, can go very, very far. I'm excited. I'm actually excited to meet your friend. Let's hope he makes it. Do you have Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT? Not at the moment, sir. No, we don't. Maybe I can drop you a WhatsApp and explain what the F&I explained to me. Let's hope. No, we don't. Maybe I can drop you a WhatsApp and explain what the F&I explained to me. No, we don't. Maybe I can drop you a WhatsApp and explain what the F&I explained to me. Just told you. Hi Bobby, just suggestion. I've been checking on the website. Can you put the car specs on all the vehicles? What is the chance of getting 5 minutes for a business video? Raymond, I'll answer now. So I don't understand the advice. All the car specs on the actual website, they are on the website. Yeah. It depends on what device you're looking. If you just scroll down a little bit past the photos, we've got detailed descriptions of all the cars. But if it's not that, if you want to give me some other tips, please do share it in the comments and I'll screenshot it and give it to the team. Raymond Dupria, 5 minutes for a business video. It depends on what business, sir. What business are you in? We just need to make sure that you're not selling weed or something. I just want to be aligned, or like alcohol. I don't align well with alcohol and any other stuff that's not in my core. So if you describe your business, we can potentially do that. Any suggestions on buying a Tiguan R-Line 17? Yeah, buy a Tiguan is great. It's a nice car. What's the biggest lie people believe about buying cars? What is the biggest lie people believe about buying cars? The biggest lie is the salesperson, because everyone sounds the same. Everybody acts the same. Everybody promises you the same. But you need to go and do your fact checking that can they actually deliver on that promise, and do they have a proven track record? And if they don't, it's a lie. Simple as that. Any suggestions on bike? What else is there? True to yourself, God bless. Thank you so much. Donas, thank you. Looking for Suzuki Eco Auto. Eco Auto Suzuki. Do they even make Eco Auto Suzukis? I don't think they do. I'm not sure. Uncle Bob loves his cigars. Open a cigar shop. Ha! Rian, H2A. Rian, in like the back of my mind, I'm busy arranging an event. You can also have that. I've got something to throw away. So in the back of my mind, I'm arranging a cars and cigars and a poker tournament, Texas Hold'em tournament, invite only. It's gonna be kick-ass. We want to host it at the AMG facility in Swartkops, where people will come and network, have cigars, have a drink, just play poker, have fun. But it's in the back of my mind. I want to do it. If I don't do it in March, I don't think I'll have time in March, but I want to really do it in April. Really want to. Matlatsi!
Hello, Matlatsi.
My best friend at work. She absolutely is. Matlatsi, when I left earlier, Els, you're the room scratcher. You can't be my best friend and the room scratcher. Matlatsi is my best friend.
Oh,
Elsie's got a sad face
No.
emoji. Matlatsi, Elsie's sad. You need to send a WhatsApp. We need to have an arrangement here. But so what did I miss here? Okay, look up to and share the journey. Learning. I have a movement. Learning more about businesses from people I look up to and share my journey. Yeah, we can sit down for that. Raymond, I'm open for that. Done. Consider it done. The Nismo GTI sold. When I walked past Matlatsi on my way to the studio, I said, Matlatsi, bye-bye, have a good day. I'll see you later. While you're cooking, I'm going to be talking to you on your phone and while you're cooking food for the kids. And Matlatsi, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate what you did for me today. Thank you. She really has my back every day, but today, twice. Okay. It was sold yesterday. We only had it on our floor for under 2 days, literally cash. Yes, ma'am. What was your toughest moment in business and how did you push through? I'll grab that now. Okay, let me grab that. So, if you ever go into business and you stay open for a decade or 2 decades, I'll just speak on my own experience. There's no single tough bad moment. It's just a recurring cycle of single tough bad crappy moments where you just want to fucking scream at the top of your lungs and figure out how did you checkmate yourself like this. But at the end of the day, you have a choice. It's very binary for me. You can, and both choices have consequences. You can quit and it's done, the pain is over, and that's where it ends. All the people that you promised that you're going to look after them and you're going to help them and you're going to grow them and you're going to grow their incomes, all those were then lies. And the pain stops temporarily. It's over, it's done. I'm so glad this weight is off my shoulders. And then you just walk into a new weight because now you have to start over again and all this other stuff. The other option is you can literally sit down and say, okay, I'm going through this. Everything happens for me. Not to me, it happens for me, and I need to learn something out of this difficult jam that I find myself in. For a couple of weeks now, in business, I've been really struggling in certain areas, like really struggling, really struggling, and I take it one day at a time. I process slowly each and every challenging situation. I will replay in my mind and say, okay, this turned out well. How can I improve my decision making process tomorrow so it's slightly better? I've got a fantastic team that I can speak to openly. Me and Matlatsi were on a phone call. Matlatsi, I can't remember, my friend, when it was, either Thursday, Friday last week. It was last week sometimes, or this week, I don't even know. Matlatsi, when were me and you on a 1 hour phone call at night, if you're still listening? I literally processed with Matlatsi something I'm going through. It's Thursday, there we go. Thursday last week. So my memory is not that bad. Me and her processed something for an hour that we both struggled with. Struggled, it's in the past. I was fortunate enough to have struggled with that part of the business before she has, so I could speak on how she feels, what she thinks she should do, what are her options, and then make a decision. So based on me saying, this is where I was, this is how I felt, these were my options, and this is what I decided, and that was the effect. So based off of that, I can coach her through that specific time of her life. Now, she's coached me through countless times in my life through experiences that she's had ahead of me. So it's very important to have people to actually speak to. Because when you speak to a person, sometimes they don't even need to give you advice. All they need to do is listen. And when you articulate your thoughts into words, the answer comes. All you need is a soundboard. So boom, 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 boom. This is the issue. This is the process. This is my struggles. This is where I am. These are my choices. Okay, I repeat again. This. The choice is obvious, right? Boom, thank you, high five. 5 minutes later, you go. So it's not a single horrific event that happens and that defines you. It's multiple. Brother, if you're in business, it happened to me like 4 times today. I was so anxious to come to work this morning. Last night, I think my last message on the managers group was, I'll tell you now, we made a big significant change today in our company. So business management group, last night at, okay, Mosi posted at, Mosi posted, so Mosi, our buying manager, posted his last message at 12:38 this morning. So just before 1 a.m. was the last message coming from him. Okay, Henry's last message was at 11:15. Okay, my last message was at 11:45. Elsie's last message was at 18 minutes to 11. So having having an army of colleagues around you that you trust, and it could be an army of, I'm very blessed, I've got an army of 10. You could only have an army of 1. Just need an army of 1 that you can trust and bounce back, because people have gone through things that you're still going to go through. People have experienced pains and wins that you're still going to experience. Just having a different perspective doesn't make it okay. It just makes it easier to process that. He or she has come through that, we can go forward. By the way, on that note, I'm going to give you even better advice. When you experience a big win, you also have to process it as well. Because sometimes a big win will give you a big head. Okay, when you get a big one, most people get cocky and arrogant, and then you see your ass without a mirror. My mom always says that. Says, if you ride your motorcycle down the road like that again, you, Bobby, will see your backside without a mirror. I'm like, how? She says, you'll see. Ride again like that, you'll see. You're gonna learn. So when you experience a big win, I've had a massive win a couple of years ago. That month, everything I touched didn't turn to gold, it turned to diamonds. That month was just, everything was good. Like the biggest month of our company history. And I was shit scared. And if I found someone that's behind me in terms of income, okay, I know what I'm going to hear. I'm going to hear, congrats, fuck yeah, you're a machine, you're doing well, you know, that's unheard of. I don't want to hear that because I'm scared. I don't want praise. You know, I gave the team praise. I want to hear what bad things are going to happen now since I hit this milestone. So I found someone at that stage that's way ahead of me in terms of income, like way. He sold a R1 billion company. He's a real G. This guy's a proper business person. And I said, sir, I'm sorry. I'm phoning, it's 9:45, and I appreciate you taking my call. Bobs, is there something wrong? Are you okay? Were you in an accident? How can I help you? I said, I'm okay. I'm just processing something at work. It's scary, and I would like some advice. He says, Shup, is it good, bad, or ugly? I said, it's actually very good. And I said to him, this is how much money we made this month. He says, congrats, Bobs. That's freaking awesome. He says, so why are you phoning me? I said, because I don't know, will I ever be able to duplicate this? And will I ever be able to overachieve over and above what I made? He said, that's a great question. So you're phoning from a point of fear, not arrogance. I said, if I'm going to rate it out of 100, it's 1,000% fear, not even 1% arrogance or bragging. I'm fucking scared. What do I do next? He says, tell me about your team. Go deeper. He says, right, here's what's going to happen next. This will break. This person poaching, this, that, the third thing, the fifth thing. You know, check your 6. Don't speak about this in front of everybody. Just tell the trusted community, whoever you think you can trust, you can't trust it. So it gives me this fantastic advice that gives me peace of mind, because after a big one like that, the worst thing that you can do is go to work with a big head, because then you actually, your value to the market directly reflects your income. And the moment that your income exceeds the value to the market, you will screw up somehow to bring your income down. So your capacity constantly needs to rise above your income to keep pulling your income up. Otherwise, it just falls and breaks. So both for a win and a loss, you have to process with trusted people. Okay, Raymond Duprier. Raymond, is this you, my brother? Raymond. Ray, is that you? I can't see if it's you. Raymond, are you my friend that owns an insurance company? Is that you? I can't see your profile picture. Viper, thank you. How are you, brother? Which books do you advise us to read? Mulindi Nesh. So Mulindi, it's a cool question, man, but I don't know how to answer it, because every stage of your career, every stage of your life requires different advice. So depending on what you want to focus to grow, I can recommend something to you. So if you give me a follow-up message, I will. This is not me getting into life. That's for speaking that into life. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. So my friend Raymond Duprier, I was on a call with him last night, and he's got an insurance company that specializes in a certain type of vehicle. So he loves off-road vehicles. Their company is called Ream Insurance, R-E-A-M Insurance, Ream Insurance. And we just chatted marketing and strategy, and I'm fighting him now for the last couple of months to come to our marketing course. And it's not that he doesn't have the money. He says, I can send my whole team. He says, Bobs, I know what will happen if I come there. You're going to put me in front of a camera and make me speak on camera. I said, you better fucking believe it, I will, because that's the only way to put a face to the company. So else, he says to me, what about if you speak about my company because you believe in my company? I said, I can't speak on your company. It's your company. You need to tell the people what you do and how you do it and the mistakes and everything. Now, Bobs, can we make it a generic ad without you speaking? But I say, Raymond, get your ass on an aeroplane, and he's going to join us on the 14th with his wife. I'm just going to send you the details just now. I actually forgot.
Cool. We only have 2 seats left.
We only have 2 seats left.
Yes.
So then Raymond and his wife will come. Yeah, so him and her compete in triathlons. So this guy lives a full life. Bro, like I always ask him, dude, why are you not documenting your life? You've got an interesting life. No, I don't like a camera, but yeah, Ream Insurance. Yes, that's correct. These are rock stars. Father and son business, absolute killers. The dad bought a platinum Everest from Cebu last week and put big fat wheels on it. It looks quite cool. Jody James Walker, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Jody.
There's 3 things I don't think you should be doing as a grown-ass man. Let's get...
Okay. Before, who were you before Mitmac Motors? I was not Uncle Bobby, I was Bobby, because I was quite young. Couldn't call me uncle at that age, but I was still Bobby, my brother. Always been Bobby. And who was I? I was a naughty little shit in high school, like living my best life.
Yes, I'm still.
Elsie says I still act like I'm in high school. But yeah, I was a naughty little shit in high school. That's who I was. Great meeting you at the depot the other day. Let me see if I can recognize you from your profile picture. Wine Nantes. Yes, I recognize you. Nice to chat to you, brother. Thank you. You're welcome for my precious time. My time is not precious, brother. Your time is precious. Everybody's time is precious.
There's some questions on the live group.
On the live group. So we've got how many minutes? 5 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. First question is, from luxury cars to luxury homes, the mindset is the same, 100%. You inspire me every day to level up and dominate the property game. Ultimate selling machine mentality. Thank you. Yeshlin Sales. I like your username. You're welcome, my brother. You are very welcome. Uncle B, I see you Saturday afternoon. Daniel Carstens. I cannot wait. I'm very excited for Saturday. Listen, also, Saturday, you're going to have Bobby Unhinged. You're going to have the real Bobby. I'm going to give you so many challenges on Saturday. I'm going to challenge you to your core. And then we're going to have some fun. But Saturday is going to be amazing. I'm going to change your life on Saturday, sir. You, Uncle Bobby, loving your content. Devon Saurus, appreciate you. MXLLAS. Class. I can't pronounce it correctly. I'm sorry. Uncle B, what's your op on buying Hilux with 380,000 kilos? My opinion on buying a Hilux with 380,000 kilos. Honest opinion, if it's got full service history and you check it out and you do a proper diagnostic and let a professional run through the car, that mileage is okay for a Hilux. I'm not scared. I have 200k cash and looking to get a reliable pre-owned SUV with less than 40,000 k's. What are your suggestions? You'll probably be happy with a Kiger because you'll get a fairly new one with that mileage. We bought one today, by the way. We're selling for 199 and it's a Kiger with 24,000 k's. Sorry?
The red one.
No, the red one's an auto that we will shoot tomorrow. We bought another red one. It's still at the Lion's Den. We're fetching it tomorrow. Okay, I have 200 k's. Okay, perfect. Uncle Bobby, hope you good. Can you tell me what is a good credit score to purchase my very first vehicle? Don't focus on your credit score too much. People give too much weight to credit score. As long as you don't have RDs, as long as you've got a couple of accounts you're paying well, even if your score is low, it's an approvable transaction if you end up at a professional F&I. We have a Toyota Auris and Mini Cooper to sell. Albert Matthews. Albert, shoot me a WhatsApp with all the details, pictures of the car, license disc, and I'll send you an offer. Uncle B, what's up on okay, I did answer that. 2020 Golf 2020 Golf 7 GT. Club sport, so a bit more context I'll be able to club sport, so a bit more context I'll be able to help you. That's all. I'll be getting back to you tomorrow, getting a vehicle for myself. You guys do amazing deals. Thank you so much, Jody. Are you and Gary V brothers? Ha! So Gary V is Russian, Jewish, okay, also Slavic. So very similar. Russian and Bulgarian are very similar language. I have two uncles, my dad's two brothers, both stay in Russia. Their kids are married, they have kids. So I've got cousins, I've got lots of family in Russia. But also Gary V is Jewish, Russian descent, immigrated to America. So we are Bulgarian, Orthodox, immigrated to South Africa. But I look up to Gary V a lot. And one of my like top 3 or 4 people to meet in life, one of them is definitely Gary V. I think he's so incredible, man, and kind. He's kind, aggressive, very wealthy, and a kingmaker. He just wants to see everybody win, and he wants to buy the New York Jets. So do you know what actually motivates him? Also, for those of you that don't know him, not cigars like me. He's got a big motivator. So when his parents immigrated from the Soviet Union to America, they were very poor, and where he grew up, everybody loved football, and that neighborhood loved the New York Jets. So all the kids were wearing a New York Jets jersey. So his mom saw that he really wanted one, but they didn't have money, and she knitted him one. So she knitted him a New York Jets jersey with a goosebump fucking moment. And she put the number 5 on the jersey. Okay, so if you ever see Gary V in pictures, he always stands like this. See, so and it's such a beautiful story, man. He stands like this, and on every picture he salutes his mom. He just shows her the number 5. And he's very close to not affording a jersey to buying the New York Jets. He's very close. He's very fucking close, and I hope he does it. I like, that would be such an amazing story.
Self pat on the back.
Not even that. He says it just drives him harder and harder every day. He's not a billionaire yet, and you have to have multi-billionaire to buy the Jets, but he's on his way there. I love Gary V. And whenever he stands in a photo, he takes a photo with anybody that wants to, and he always does this. And it's a shout out to his mom. Sorry?
Jy moet iets doen wat op die song.
Ah. So that's all the time we have for today. Suzuki Fronx or Toyota Starlet, which one is best? Very similar car. Starlet will probably be a little bit more expensive than a Fronx, but very similar car. Yeah, the green homemade Jets jersey. Raymond, you're right, man. Everybody that stayed, go and follow Gary V. He's one of my favorite of all time content creators, influencers, and just a marketing strategist, genius, badass, and a good author. Lots of nice books you can buy from him. Jab, 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 right hook was one of his. Thank you. Take care.